What's up, Freckle family? Happy Independence Day. It's Monday, July 4th. Happy July 4th weekend. I'm your daily trivia host, Ian Finer, aka Lord Trivia himself. Thank you for taking a break from your fireworks and your BBQs to play today's daily trivia. As you all know, Freckle Daily Trivia consists of 5 everyday questions with weekly rotating topics. Each day you play earns you a raffle ticket towards amazing weekly prize draws, including NFT airdrops, whitelist toys, collectibles, and more. This week's topic is summer blockbuster movie trivia, so I'll be asking you all things related to the biggest movies from the summer. But today, we have a very special 4th of July themed game, and prizes this week come from our amazing sponsors at Diamond Select Toy Collectibles and Laser Engraver NFTs. Check out these videos from this week's sponsor. Diamond Select are hooking us up with a bunch of different movie collectibles, and they are incredible. You can check them out on our website, freckle.live. Now, check out this sample here from NFT Laser Engravers. These pieces are made to order and can be made from any NFT in your collection. They also come with this awesome display card that has NFC enabled and scans directly to the listing on OpenSea. Check this out. This is a Bored Ape. You can get this in any NFT from your collection. Also up for grabs are some movie tickets from AMC and Regal Cinemas, Funko Pop toys, and other movie-themed prizes. Now, let's get today's 4th of July special started with question 1. Is both a 4th of July and a movie-related question. Who is the director of the film Independence Day? Is it A, Roland Emmerich, B, Steven Spielberg, C, John Woo, or D, David Fincher? Well, Independence Day starring Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum was in fact directed by A, Roland Emmerich. Emmerich is known for his disaster movie blockbuster hits like The Day After Tomorrow, but fun 4th of July themed fact, he also directed The Patriot starring Mel Gibson, which is about the Revolutionary War. It's a good movie, check it out. Moving on to question 2. Which of the 2 following US presidents died on July 4th of the same year? Is it A, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, B, Theodore Roosevelt and Herbert Hoover, C, Abraham Lincoln and Millard Fillmore, or D, George Washington and Thomas Jefferson? Well, the answer is A. Adams and Jefferson were notoriously at odds during their lifetime as founding fathers. The 2 eventually developed a friendship by the end of their lives. And as the story goes, Adams was quoted saying on his deathbed, "Thomas Jefferson survives." Little did he know that Jefferson had in fact died mere hours before him. They both passed on July 4th, 1826. Next question of 4th of July trivia, question 3. Lincoln, Washington, Jefferson are all memorialized on Mount Rushmore. But who is the 4th president to have their face sculpted on the iconic monument in South Dakota? Is it A, John Adams, B, Franklin D. Roosevelt, C, Theodore Roosevelt, or D, Andrew Jackson? Well, the incredible Mount Rushmore was completed in 1941 and marks one of the largest landmarks in the world dedicated to world leaders. It features the faces of Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and the answer C, Teddy Roosevelt. Mount Rushmore is over 60 feet high, carved into a granite rock face, and took over 10 years to complete. Just incredible. If you're ever in South Dakota, make sure you visit Mount Rushmore. Now, Fourth question for the 4th of July. Who wrote the national anthem, The Star-Spangled Banner? Is it A, Thomas Jefferson, B, Francis Scott Key, C, Betsy Ross, or D, Thomas Locke? Well, the Star-Spangled Banner was written in 1814 by lawyer Francis Scott Key. The answer is B. Named after the American flag, Francis Scott Key wrote the national anthem of the United States while witnessing the Battle of Baltimore outside of his office window. Fun fact, the song was originally titled The Defense of Fort Henry, which is, inarguably less catchy than the Star-Spangled Banner. And now, our final question for the 4th of July special. Question 5, on his famous midnight ride, who warned the American troops that the British were coming? Is it A, Sam Adams, B, George Washington, C, Paul Revere, or D, John Hancock? Oh, the British are coming. The British are coming. The answer is C, Paul Revere. The poem, The Midnight Ride of Paul Revere by Wadsworth Longfellow, propelled a mostly obscure patriot into American myth and legend. The poem was actually written about slavery and got many things factually incorrect about the ride itself. And with that, we are finished with today's July 4th Daily Trivia Special. Thank you so much for playing, and now get out there and fire up those girls and enjoy some fireworks but first, make sure you jump in our Discord, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our weekly prize raffles. Join us again tomorrow for another round of Daily Trivia. The rest of this week's theme is Summer Blockbuster Trivia, and I'll be asking you about the biggest movies of the summer. See you tomorrow. What's up, Freckle family? Welcome back. It's Tuesday, July 5th, and I'm your Daily Trivia host, Ian Finer, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia consists of 5 everyday questions with weekly rotating topics. Each day you play earns you a raffle ticket towards amazing weekly prize draws, including NFT airdrops, whitelist toys, collectibles, and more. This week's topic is Summer Blockbuster Movie Trivia. So I'll be asking you about all things related to the biggest movies from the summer. You know I love my movies. You know I used to work in Hollywood, so this is a fun week for me. Prizes this week come from our amazing prize sponsors at Diamond Select Toys and Collectibles, NFT Laser Engravers. Check out this video from this week's sponsors. As usual, Diamond Select are hooking us up with a bunch of different awesome collectibles. They are really freaking cool. Make sure you check out their website, diamondselecttoys.com. Now also, check out this sample from NFT Laser Engravers. These pieces are made to order and can be made from any NFT in your collection. They also come with an NFC-enabled display card that scans directly to the listing on OpenSea. Make sure you check them out, NFTLaserEngravers.com, and one lucky winner will be winning one of these each week of trivia this month. Also up for grabs are some movie tickets from AMC and Regal Cinemas, Funko Pop toys, and other awesome movie-themed prizes. Now, let's get things started with question 1. What is the highest grossing summer movie of all time? Is it A, Toy Story 3? B, The Avengers, C, Jurassic World, or D, Captain America, Civil War? Well, the answer is C, Jurassic World. After nearly a 15-year hiatus, Universal Pictures decided to reboot the Jurassic Park series with Colin Trevorrow at the helm. Starring Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, the film would go on to gross $1.67 billion, putting it past the likes of The Lion King, The Avengers, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Crazy. Moving on, next question, question 2. In order to stop Judgment Day in the Terminator 2 film, Sarah Connor needed to kill this Cyberdyne engineer. Is it A, Jeff Green, B, Miles Dyson, C, Joel Goodson, or D, Thomas Parker? Well, Terminator 2 Judgment Day may be one of those rare cases where the sequel is better than the original. And no, you can't fight me on that one. But T2 was all about stopping the inevitable end of the world known as Judgment Day. Sarah Connor attempted to kill B, Miles Dyson, the engineer responsible for creating the autonomous Skynet protocols and the killing machines known as the Terminators. And let's move on to question 3. What actress replaced Katie Holmes as Rachel Dawes in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight? Is it A, Margot Robbie, B, Marion Cotillard, C, Anne Hathaway, or D, Maggie Gyllenhaal? Well, fans of Batman Begins were pretty surprised to see Bruce Wayne's love interest Rachel Dawes replaced by D, Maggie Gyllenhaal in the follow-up film The Dark Knight. Nolan has gone on to say that he was rather upset that Holmes couldn't return due to scheduling conflicts, but as they say, the show must go on. And our show must go on to question 4. What actor played Private Ryan in the film Saving Private Ryan? Is it A, Matt Damon, B, Tom Hanks, C, Ben Affleck, or D, Brad Pitt? The titular character of Saving Private Ryan, played by A, Matt Damon, doesn't actually show up until the final act of Spielberg's famous World War II epic. The film is one of the highest-grossing war movies of all time and features by far the most realistic depiction of D-Day seen on screen. It's one of my favorite movies. Make sure you check out Saving Private Ryan if you haven't already. Final question of the day, question 5. Let's get it going. What is the number on the bus driven by Sandra Bullock in the 1994 film Speed? Is it A, 6969? Is it B, 2525? C, 7856? Or D, 1988? Well, the answer is B, 2525. The identification numbers that are found on the tops of public transit buses make them easier to identify to drivers when they are parked side by side in the transit depot. In the film, however, the aerial ID numbers were used to keep tabs on the runaway bus from the air by police helicopters. Speed also had a terrible, terrible sequel known as Speed 2 Cruise Control that featured Jason Fitzpatrick on a cruise ship. You could skip that one. And that concludes today's game of Summer Blockbuster Trivia. Thank you so much for playing. Make sure you jump in our Discord, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our weekly prize raffles. Also, remember to share your private invite link to earn more raffle tickets and increase your chances of winning one of our awesome prizes. And we'll see you all again tomorrow for another round of Blockbuster Summer Movie Trivia. Thanks for watching. What's up, Freckle family? Welcome back. It's Wednesday, July 6th, and I'm your daily trivia host, Ian Finer, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia consists of 5 everyday questions with weekly rotating topics. Each day you play earns you a raffle ticket towards amazing weekly prize draws like NFT airdrops, whitelist toys, collectibles, and more. This week's topic is Summer Blockbuster Movie Trivia. So I'll be asking you all things about biggest movies from the summer, actors, actresses, you name it, I might ask it. Prizes this week come from our amazing prize sponsors at Diamond Select Toys and Collectibles and NFT Laser Engravers. Check out these videos from our weekly prize sponsors. Diamond Select Toys is hooking us up with a bunch of different movie collectibles, and they are incredible. Make sure you check them out at diamondselecttoys.com. Also, let's check out this sample. I got a different one for you today from NFT Laser Engravers. These pieces are made to order and can be made from any NFT in your collection. You got an ape, you got an Azuki, whatever you want to put on this, they will make it by hand. And it also comes with this awesome NFC-enabled display card that scans directly to the listing on OpenSea. One lucky winner is going to be winning a piece of their choosing actually every single week of this month. We're really excited about our partnership with NFT Laser Engravers. Also up for grabs are movie tickets from AMC and Regal Cinemas, Funko Pop toys, and other movie-themed prizes. Now, let's get it started with the first question of the day. What is the name of the small beach town that is terrorized by the great white shark in the film Jaws? Is it A, Newark, B, Staten Island, C, Amity Island, or D, Newport Beach? Well, the fictional town set in New England in Jaws is known as C, Amity Island, known for its nice people, beautiful beaches and weather, and of course, vicious shark attacks. Jaws was Spielberg's first major blockbuster hit, and he'd go on to become one of the biggest directors that Hollywood has ever seen. And moving on to question 2. What song does Marty McFly play at the end of the Back to the Future movie? Is it A, Sweet Home Alabama, B, Isn't She Lovely, C, Johnny Be Good, or D, Pride and Joy? Well, Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, travels back in time in the infamous DeLorean time machine, and he finds himself at the prom as his mother's own prom date, where he proceeds to play C, Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry on stage. As he says in the movie, this one's an oldie. Well, it's an oldie where I come from. Now a goodie. Next question, question 3. The staff in the Indiana Jones movie Raiders of the Lost Ark is known as the staff of what? Is it the staff of Zeus, the staff of Ra, the staff of Jupiter, or the staff of Thor? Well, the answer is B, the staff of Ra. The staff in and of itself is just a piece of wood. However, when adorned with the headpiece of Ra, it allowed Indiana to locate the Well of Souls, where he eventually found the burial site of the Lost Ark. The Raiders of the Lost Ark is actually my favorite Indiana Jones movie, but they're all pretty awesome. Now, next question, question 4. Who is the director of the Transformers film franchise? Is it A, Ridley Scott, B, Michael Bay, C, Peter Jackson, or D, James Cameron? While known for his over-the-top action sequences and epic special effects, the answer is B, Michael Bay. Transformers was brought to the big screen in 2007 by Bay, and he continued to helm the franchise for 4 more films. Bay has also directed some major action films like The Rock, starring Sir Sean Connery, and Bad Boys, starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Now let's head to the final question of the day. Question 5. In Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, Peter Parker, played by Tobey Maguire, enters a wrestling competition where he's pitted against this character. Is it A, Bonesaw McGraw, B, Walt the Killer, C, Sledgehammer Sam, or D, the Beast? Well, played by Macho Man Randy Savage himself, the answer is A, Bonesaw McGraw. This is one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie, believe it or not, and mostly sees Peter slinging around the cage to avoid Bonesaw's attacks. But it also gave us the most hilariously memorable line, "Bonesaw is ready!" Just classic. And that concludes today's game of Summer Blockbuster Trivia. Thank you so much for playing. Make sure you jump in our Discord, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our weekly prize raffles. Also, please remember to share your private invite link and earn more raffle tickets, increase your chances of winning more prizes, and grow our incredible Freckle family. We'll see you again tomorrow for another round of daily trivia. Thank you so much for playing. What's up, Freckle family? Welcome back. It's Thursday, July 7th. I'm your daily trivia host, Ian Finer, aka Lord Trivia himself. Freckle Daily Trivia consists of 5 everyday questions with weekly rotating topics. Each day you play earns you a raffle ticket towards amazing weekly prize draws like NFT airdrops, whitelists, toys, collectibles, and more. This week's topic is summer blockbuster movie trivia. So I'll be asking you about all things related to the biggest movies from the summer. Our prizes this week come from amazing prize sponsors at Diamond Select Toys and Collectibles and NFT Laser Engravers. Check out this video from our prize sponsors. Diamond Select is hooking us up with a bunch of different movie collectibles this week, and they are incredible. Make sure you check them out at diamondselecttoys.com. Now, let's check out this sample from NFT Laser Engravers. These pieces are incredible. They are made to order and can be created from any NFT in your collection. They also come with this NFC-enabled display card that scans directly to the listing on OpenSea. Now, one lucky winner is going to win one of these custom pieces each week this month. So if you don't win one this week, there's always next week, guys. Also up for grabs are some movie tickets from AMC and Regal Cinemas, Funko Pop toys, and other movie-themed prizes. Our prize list just keeps getting better and better, and the more you play, the more prizes we can get each week. Now, what you're all here for, let's get it started. The trivia train is rolling with question 1. Who saves Luke Skywalker on Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back? Is it A, Han Solo, B, Chewbacca, C, Princess Leia, or D, Major Bren Derlin? Well, after defeating the Wampa by slicing off its arm, lots of arms getting sliced off in Star Wars, on the icy planet of Hoth, Luke finds himself lost in the blizzard, only to be saved by none other than A, Han Solo. Next question, question 2. What candy does Elliot use to lure in E.T. in the movie E.T.? Is it A, M&M's, B, Junior Mints, C, Jelly Beans, or D, Reese's Pieces? Well, E.T. was a bit skittish at first, but was eventually drawn in by a delicious bag of A, Reese's Pieces. Oh, excuse me, D, Reese's Pieces. It's rumored that Hershey paid a small fortune to have their candy featured in the film over other brands, but it was a price worth paying. Sales reportedly jumped 60 to 80% after the film's June 10th release in 1982. Moving on to question 3. What is the name of the daycare where the toys are trapped in the Toy Story 3 movie? Is it A, Playtime House, B, the Rainbow Hotel, C, Sunnyside, or D, Cuddly Care? Well, the answer is C, Sunnyside. Toy Story 3 is widely regarded as the best Toy Story film of the franchise, and while I'm personally a fan of Toy Story 2, the third film is certainly tugging on every last heartstring I have. And it gave us the best iteration of the classic Ken doll. Sorry, Ryan Gosling. Now, question 4. What was Forrest Gump's hometown? Was it A, New Orleans, Louisiana, B, Greenbow, Alabama, C, Athens, Georgia, or D, Arlington, Texas? Well, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you might find. Forrest Gump, played by the legendary Tom Hanks, certainly found himself all over the world, but not before he left his hometown of B, Greenbow, Alabama. Forrest Gump, fun fact about the film, his eyes are closed in nearly every photo he appears in throughout the movie. Run, Forrest, run! On to the fifth question of the day. What evil minion lived inside a refrigerator in the Ghostbusters movie? Is it A, Rick Moranis, B, Zool, C, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, or D, Gozer? While the main villain of the Ghostbusters film was in fact Gozer, Gozer's evil minion was B, Zool, and found by Bill Murray in Sigourney Weaver's refrigerator. This scene also gave us one of my favorite lines of the film, "There is no Dana, only Zool." And that concludes today's game of Summer Blockbuster Trivia. Thank you so much for playing. Make sure you jump in our Discord, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our weekly prize raffles. Please remember to share your private invite link to earn more raffle tickets and increase your chances of winning one of our prizes. It also helps our community grow. We need more Freckle family. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another round of daily trivia. Thanks for playing. What's up, Freckle family? Welcome back. Happy Friday. It's Friday, July 8th, and I'm your daily trivia host, Ian Finer, aka Lord Trivia himself. As you all know, Freckle Daily Trivia consists of 5 everyday questions with weekly rotating topics. Each day you play earns you a raffle ticket towards amazing weekly prize draws, including NFT airdrops, whitelists, toys, collectibles, and more. This week's topic is Summer Blockbuster Movie Trivia, so I'll be asking you all things related to the biggest movies of the summer. Prizes this week come from our amazing prize sponsors at Diamond Select Toys and Collectibles and NFT Laser Engravers. Check out this video right now from this week's prize sponsors. Diamond Select Toys is hooking us up with a bunch of different movie collectibles, and they are amazing. Make sure you check out their website, diamondselecttoys.com. Also, check out this sample from NFT Laser Engravers. These pieces are made to order and can be made from any NFT in your collection. All entirely custom, hand-painted, and they also come with this awesome NFC-enabled display card. This card scans directly to the listing on OpenSea. Honestly, these things are so cool, I'm gonna get one for myself. Also up for grabs are movie tickets from AMC and Regal Cinemas, Funko Pop toys, and other movie-themed prizes. Now, let's start the beginning of the end. Final day of trivia, question 1. What are the names of the main minions in the Despicable Me series? Is it A, George, Jim, and Joe, B, Kevin, Stewart, and Bob, C, Alex, Ian, and James, or D, Gru, Tina, and Justin? Well, you know it's not Ian, Alex, and James. The answer is B, Kevin, Stewart, and Bob. Gru's adorable little yellow one-eyed minions became pop culture phenomenon after the first Despicable Me movie debuted in 2010. The film went on to have 3 sequels and 2 spin-offs that are just about the Minions themselves. They've also got a ride at Universal Studios theme park. It's nuts. But the most recent Minions movie, The Minions Rise of Gru, debuted last week, and I will not be seeing it. Moving on to a question about a recent summer blockbuster, so I hope you guys are all moviegoers. What is Goose's son's call sign in the film Top Gun Maverick? Is it A, Lucky, B, Bowser, C, Rooster, or D, Lion? Well, spoiler alert, inbound, Maverick's best friend and wingman Goose died in a tragic accident in the first Top Gun film. But he passed on his Navy legacy to his son, played by Miles Teller in Top Gun Maverick. In the recent sequel, Teller went by the call sign C, Rooster, and he harbored some hard feelings towards Cruise's Maverick. I won't spoil the sequel for you, but I will just say that it is one of the most epic and nostalgic films I've seen in a very long time. Moving on to question 3, in Pixar's Finding Nemo, Nemo and his father Marlin are what type of fish? Is it A, clownfish, B, tilapia, D, C, snapper, or D, angelfish? Well, tell us a joke, you funny guy, because the answer is A, clownfish. Finding Nemo is my favorite Pixar film of all time and featured the voices of Al Brooks as Marlin and Ellen DeGeneres as the forgetful Dory. Directed by Andrew Stanton, he also lent his voice talents to a fan-favorite character named Crush. Whoa, dude! Moving on to question 4. What is Harry's position in the Gryffindor Quidditch team? Is it A, the seeker, B, the beater, C, chaser, or D, the keeper? Well, Quidditch is a mix of rugby, handball, and magic. Played on broomsticks while flying through the air, Quidditch is the main sport in the world of wizard and witchery. And Harry had the most important role as the team seeker. The answer is A, seeker. The seeker was responsible for catching the golden snitch, which would result in an instant victory for the team. Final question of the week, question 5. What is the name of the ship in Ridley Scott's 1979 film, Alien? Is it A, Nostromo, B, Nemesis, C, Ominous, or D, the Enterprise? Well, most of you know the Enterprise is from Star Trek. The answer is actually A, Nostromo. Alien, starring Sigourney Weaver, was a survival horror film about a small crew trapped inside a spaceship hunted down by the dreaded xenomorph alien. The film went on to spawn a very successful franchise for the studio with a sequel directed by James Cameron. It's rumored that Cameron's pitch for the sequel was simply the word alien written on a whiteboard. He allegedly walked into the meeting and wrote the letter S at the end, turning the word into aliens, but then drew a $sign through that S. I guess he wasn't wrong, seeing as the sequel put up even bigger numbers at the box office. And that concludes our week of Blockbuster Summer Movie Trivia. Thank you so much for playing. Make sure you jump in our Discord, discord.gg/Freckle, to be included in our weekly prize raffles. Please remember to share your private invite link to earn more raffle tickets and increase your chances of winning and grow our beloved Freckle community. Tell your friends, tell your families, tell your siblings. Let's bring on more Freckle trivia players. Next week is a very special week of trivia, brought to you by our friends at the Dapper Dinos. And you guessed it, it's dinosaur movie trivia. No, sorry, just dinosaur trivia. See you next week for all things Jurassic and Triassic.